Welcome to Savitha Dental College Lecture Class Series on Aesthetics, Orthodontics Part 2. Dental Classification. Angle classified occlusion into Class 1, Class 2 and Class 3. In Class 1 occlusion, the mesiobuccal cusp of the upper first permanent molar falls in the mesiobuccal groove of the lower first permanent molar. In a Class 2 occlusion, the distobuccal cusp of the upper first permanent molar falls in the mesobuccal groove of the lower first permanent molar. This can be further classified into Division 1 and Division 2 based on the proclination of the anterior teeth. If the anterior teeth are proclined, it is said to be Division 1. If they are retroclined, it is Division 2. Angles Class 3 malocclusion is a condition where the mesiobuccal cusp of the upper first permanent molar falls in the distobuccal groove of the lower first permanent molar. The common malocclusions that we see in day-to-day practice are proclination, spacing, crowding, rotation, deep bite, open bite and cross bite. Proclination, etiology. It's mainly due to arch length tooth material discrepancy and habits which are normally the tongue thrusting and thumb sucking habits. Features, proclined anterior teeth, incompetent lips and a convex profile. The treatment involves habit correction, space estimation for correction of proclination, space gaining followed by fixed appliance therapy. Spacing. Etiology is arch length tooth material discrepancy, congenitally missing teeth, microdontia, abnormal freedom, and habits such as tongue thrusting, thumb sucking, especially associated with proclination. The treatment depends on the etiological factors. A mild spacing of 2 to 3 millimeters associated with proclination can be corrected using removable appliance like Hollies. For larger spaces, the correction involves using fixed appliance treatment along with the elimination of the etiological factors. In case of arch length tooth material discrepancy, a fixed or a removable appliance is given. In case of missing teeth, the fixed appliance can be used to close all the spaces, or a fixed appliance can be followed by replacement of missing teeth. In case of high frenal attachments, a fixed appliance plus frenectomy is advised. In case of habits causing spaces, a fixed appliance or a removable appliance is given along with the habit breaking appliance. Crowding, etiology. It's mainly because of arch length tooth material discrepancy, supernumerary teeth, retained deciduous teeth, early loss of deciduous teeth, and drifting of the adjacent teeth into the space. Investigations required is model analysis. Treatment involves fixed appliance after gaining space. The various methods that are used to gain space are proximal stripping, extraction, arch expansion, molar distalization, derotation of posterior teeth, and proclination of anterior teeth. The following is a video showing the treatment of crowding by extraction of the premolars followed by fixed appliance therapy. Rotations. Rotated anterior teeth occupy less space and their correction involves gaining of space followed by a couple force for derotation. Rotated posterior teeth occupy more space and do not require any space gaining methods, and they are corrected by using a couple force using fixed appliances. Deep bite. Graeber defined deep bite as a condition of excessive overbite where the vertical measurements between the maxillary and the mandibular incisal margin is excessive when the mandible is brought into habitual centric occlusion. Deep bite can be either skeletal or dentoalveolar. Skeletal deep overbite. It's characterized by an upward rotation of the mandible or a downward rotation of the maxilla or a combination of the two, and it's characterized by a horizontal growth pattern and reduced lower anterior facial height. Dentoalveolar deep bite, it can be further classified into true deep bite where there's an infra-eruption of molars and a pseudo deep bite where there's supra-eruption of anteriors. Correction of deep bite. The treatment for true deep bite is extrusion of posterior teeth. The extrusion of posterior teeth is carried out by either an anterior bite plane, bite jumping with a functional appliance, or extrusive mechanics with fixed appliance. Pseudo deep bite. Treatment of pseudo deep bite involves intrusion of the anterior teeth. This is done by using fixed appliances by either intrusion mechanics or micro implants with headgears. The following are the pictures that depict intrusion of the anterior teeth using various fixed appliances. Open bite. This is the condition where there is no vertical overlapping of the lower incisors by the upper incisors. It can be classified into a skeletal open bite and a dental open bite. Skeletal open bite. Skeletal open bite is normally an anterior open bite caused by an upward rotation of maxilla or a downward rotation of the mandible. A dental open bite can be further classified into an anterior open bite and posterior open bite. Management of a skeletal open bite is normally done by growth modifications using a headgear in case of growing patients, or surgical corrections by orthognathic surgery in case of adult patients. Management of dental open bite. This is carried out by first habit control and elimination of abnormal perioral muscle function, followed by fixed appliances. The fixed appliances are used to intrude the molars or extrude the anterior teeth. The habit breaking appliances commonly used are the tongue crib, which is the reminder appliance, and it prevents the tongue thrusting habit. The intrusion of molars is done by headgears, magnets, implants, or corticotomy assisted posterior intrusion. Extrusion of anterior teeth is normally brought about by elastics. Crossbite. Crossbite is a condition where the mandibular teeth overlap the maxillary teeth. Classification. Based on the location can be classified as an anterior and posterior. In anterior, it can be either a single tooth or a segmental crossbite. Posterior, it can be unilateral and bilateral. Based on the nature of the crossbite, it can be classified into skeletal, dental, and functional. Management of skeletal crossbite. A skeletal crossbite can either be an anterior crossbite, which is seen in class 3 patients, or a posterior crossbite, where it can be unilateral or bilateral. Treatment. In case of an anterior crossbite, in a young patient, a reverse headgear or a headgear with a chin cup is used. The reverse headgear is used to correct maxillary deficiency, whereas a headgear with a chin cup is used to prevent further mandibular growth. In an adult patient, orthognathic surgery, either a Leefort 1 advancement or a BSS setback is used. The following is a video showing a reverse headgear. The picture below is that of a chin cup which is supported by headgear to prevent mandibular growth. Posterior crossbites can be treated in case of a young patient by arch expansion, and in case of an adult patient, a surgically assisted rapid palatal expansion is done in order to open up the palate. The following is a video showing an expansion appliance in action. Dental crossbite. In case of an anterior crossbite, it can be either a single tooth or multiple teeth. The treatment, in case of a developing crossbite, it's normally treated by using either an incline plane, which is also known as a Catalan's appliance, or by using an ice cream stick. In case of an established crossbite, a posterior bite plane is given to open the bite, and this is followed by either a removable appliance with springs or a fixed appliance in order to correct the crossbite. In case of a posterior crossbite, in case of unilateral, cross elastics can be given. In case if it's bilateral, appliances such as the Quad Helix, W Watch, or the Nite palatal expander can be given. Thank you.